Hello everyone, this is Maurice and I'm back with this Genset here on CSX, and I promise you to come with a performance video of this particular unit. Basically it's a comparison with this prototype here in the BSNF scheme, which has the Tsunami decoder as opposed to the MRC decoder. Now, the installation for this particular model was a little bit tricky because I have to do the soldering and the wiring, and it involves placing some resistors in certain places, and I hate dealing with resistors, but I managed to do it and it came out pretty well. Everything works, all the lights work. I didn't set up the effects packages, light packages that Tsunami is famous for, and that is because I just really didn't feel like dealing with it, because it took me hours just to put this thing together, and I basically kept it simple. I mean, BSNF don't use flash and ditch lights, so when I turn on the headlights, the ditch lights come on, so I keep it simple. I mean, maybe in the future I'll make it, you know, have a separate function, but it's not really a necessity. So here we are with this engine, and let's start her up and see what she does, see how she sounds. Now, as you can hear, it just starts right up. There's no engine startup or anything of the sort. It just starts up immediately. And the way it sounds now is it basically sounds like an Alco engine, as you can hear, which is actually not the actual Genset sound. Now, from what I can remember, there is another engine sound set, but I can't access it because this engine refused to program itself. But right now it's set to 3, and let's just try the bell. Regular bell, horn. Alright, you gotta excuse the lighting here. I got a headlamp on my head. That's the only way I can get adequate light, so the videos don't come out too bad. Okay, let's turn on the lights. I don't know if you can see it. Alright, lights on. Okay, the engine shuts off on its own. I guess it's saving power. Let's go to starting it up. Start moving it. Whoa. Okay, as you can see, it takes off like a bat out of hell. Alright, this is from the factory. And going backwards, it's slow, but it's very jittery. Okay, I'll move it forward again. Now, this is just the first speed step. 28 speed steps, by the way. Yeah, this just downright sucks. And again, I can't program it. One of the main CVs that has to be changed is CV29. And for some reason this decoder would not change CV29. I was about to say 39, but 29, CV29. If I can't change 29, I cannot adjust the speeds the speed curves or anything of the sort. So what's going to happen with this engine? Guess what? It's going to have a decoder swap. So next up, I'll put the Genset on the BSNF Genset on the track, and we'll take a look and see what the difference are. So hold tight. Okie doke, we're back. Okay, let's start this puppy up. Hold on a second. One thing I forgot to do is to put the road number on. And I actually put the road number on this one. 1254. Nope. I didn't do it right. I am a dirk, but sometimes that happens. Alright, 1254. Okay. Alright. As you know, Tsunami's just like MRCs. When you hit the go power, it powers which powers the track, and it powers the engine right up, which I don't particularly care about. Well, that's the way Tsunami does it. I still don't know why they just didn't give you the ability to change it in the CV settings, where you turn on the power and these things don't come on right away. So anyway, enough of me complaining. I'm going to start it up right now, and you're going to hear the difference in the sound of this engine compared to the first one I just showed you. Much better. Now this sounds like an actual Genset. Okay. Now what I like about this model is that at notch 3, the second motor will come on. You will actually hear it turn on. And I think it's also at step 5, the third engine will come on. Now the thing is, I won't be able to get to step 5 because I just don't have enough track, and I don't want to destroy this beautiful model. So probably the most I'll do is step 3, or notch 3, more or less. Alright, so let's try this out. I'm going to make sure I put it in reverse. And remember, this is speed steps 28, which I think it runs fine for this model, as you will soon see. Runs very smoothly. Put it to the next speed step. Alright, that engine came on and notch 3, if you heard it. Okay, it stops on a dime, but that's okay. That will be adjusted through the CVs. And I will show you a video on how it runs after I make my fine-tuning adjustments. Now I'm gonna go forward, and I forgot to turn on the lights. Okay. Now I'll go forward. Notch 2. Notch 3. There you go. Much better model, much better decoder. Actually, I won't say a much better model. I mean, it's basically the decoder that's the problem. MRCs are just garbage. I hate to say it. I used MRC parts before as either a hit or a miss. Tsunamis I never was crazy about, but it seemed like these third generation Tsunami decoders run much better out the box. And they're much easier to program as before. And it also helped that I have a power pack actually installed in series. And I had this for a long time and I never used it. But I didn't know how to use it properly. I mean, it's easy, but when I first had it, I guess I had an engine that was shorting out, and it kept stalling the whole, shutting off the power. So I thought it was something on the power pack. But something told me to give it another try, and yeah, it worked like gangbusters. I'm not complaining. So the next part, which would be the last part, is how I fine-tune it so it doesn't stop on a dime. And that'll be it. So hold tight. Hello, I'm back, and I just finished tweaking this engine. CVs basically for motor control and the sounds. And it actually behaves much better now. Actually, out of the box, the decoder runs very well. I'm very surprised for a Tsunami. So Tsunami is actually making improvements on their hardware. Kudos to Tsunami. And okay, let's try her out. Alright, sounds good. Alright, let's move her out. See how smoothly it comes to a stop? And this is with the throttle cut out completely, and it comes to a very smooth stop. It's basically stopping like a lock sound decoder, just the way I like it. Beautiful. Beautiful. Can't go wrong with this decoder. So that's it, folks. I just want to show you this little running of this engine with the Tsunami decoder. And I may have, I don't know, I'm not going to promise you, make a promise on this, but I may do a video on how to install this Tsunami decoder, since it's a very different install from the MRC decoder. I'm very pleased with it. Very, very pleased with it. So this is Mo from the Triple M Model Railroad. Everyone have a good night.